Day 15, 30 days in the garage. Halfway there, and I am tired. I don't know if you can see this. I'm sleepy. But that's not your fault. Why would I make you pay for that? Why would I miss a day of content and make you suffer just because I've had a long day? That would be so inconsiderate. So today, since we still have the van in the garage and it's still full of glass, there's not really room for me to pull in the table with the other motorcycles and make progress on any of those projects. So today I'm going to make one of the videos that I tend to like to watch on YouTube. I always appreciate a good tooltip video. It's 10 o'clock. This video's got to go up by midnight. The garage is full of junk, so we're going to do a tooltip video. 5 tools that regularly save my life in the garage. They don't save my life. It's just something I find myself using them very often in many different situations. My bed is calling to me. I love sleeping. No, I gotta do it for my fans. Mom, Dad, some of my brothers. Tool number 1. Oh, hey, it's this. Tool number 1 is my Chicago Electric welding cart from Harbor Freight. I'm just going to cut down to it. There's a lot of reasons to like a welding cart. I have a particular reason why I like my welding cart. Most of the situations for me that I find myself wanting to weld something, it's usually because I'm like trying to jerry-rig something, or I'm trying to get a strip bolt out or something like that. It's not a situation where I'm like, okay, I'm going to be fabricating today. It's more of like, shoot, how am I going to solve this problem? Maybe I could try welding it. And I love the cart because it's a matter of 90 seconds between this thing being tucked away against the wall to plugged in and ready to weld. And then going back, it's the same thing. 90 seconds to put it away. It used to be a huge hassle to move this thing around because all the different parts and all the different tubes and wires and plugs and stuff that I had to come along with it. And so ever since I got this cart, it's one of those things where I've been like, it took me way too long to spend money on that thing. I wish I had bought this much earlier. Tool number 2, these long reach tubing pliers. I mentioned these in a previous video already, but I'll mention them again because I use them almost every time I have a project. They're awesome because, say you got some gas line here, they just grab right on here. It's like the perfect grip. They come in multiple sizes, grabs the tube without pinching it, and then from odd angles, and you know carburetors are not always easy to get to with your fingers. From all different kinds of angles, you can use these to grab the tube and just push it on there. I'm not going to say another set of pliers is not going to work. I mean, they work, but they're like, ever since I bought those tube pliers, I've used them over and over again because they work really well. Like this, I'm worried about pinching the tube too much and creasing it or ripping it or whatever, pulling it off. But with these tubing pliers, they just grab the tube so nicely. I'm not worried about destroying it, and I've got a really good grip on it. I use them all the time. It makes sense to me to have them in this video. Did I get the point across there? They're really good. I feel like the visual was, that'd be helpful. Tool number 3, C-stand. It's embarrassing. It's impressive, I know. This is a tool mostly used in the film industry for holding up lights and shades and flags and different things. But I found that it's had tons of uses in the garage for me. Here's how you can think of this thing. You know these helping hands you get on soldering setups and stuff like this? You can hold the wires exactly where you need them so you can have a free hand and do your soldering. That's basically what this thing is, only it's huge and it can support my weight. Not on the end of the handle, but I mean, I just like standing on it. It makes me feel like, you know, when something's well made, you just want to test it. Pretty good. These are like cool little clamps that you can hold all kinds of different shapes in. Let's say I need a broom like right here. I need the broom to go from here to the edge of the window. Watch this. You thought I couldn't do it, but look at that. Now look, I can sweep the window like this. See? Oh, you got a gravity operated gas tank that you use for all your motorcycles that don't have gas tanks on them currently? Well, if it's gravity operated, it's got to have the fuel supply higher than the carburetor, so all you got to do Bam! Gravity. Oh, where's the motorcycle? Is it over there? Doesn't matter to me where it is. I don't care. There's literally hundreds of things I can do with this that I could show you that I've done with it over the years. You're working in a dark area on your motorcycle or on your car or whatever, and you need both hands and you also need the light. But it's in a real tight spot and you need that light just in that certain spot. See where I'm going with this? Let's open this clamp bad boy up here, stick the light in there, close it down. Look at that. I can have it point wherever I want. Yeah. Oh, I think I'm actually gonna stand right here for this shot. Well, I can do this. See, I need to shine this light in my belly button. Bam. Do you see? I'll show you more of this over time. Subscribe. And if you like these tool tips so far, hit that like button. Tool number 4, my oxyacetylene setup. Yeah. The reason this torch made my list is because I actually bought this to weld with it before I had a real welder. No, MIG welder. I guess that this is on the list because I use it for a lot of different stuff I just didn't expect to use it for. I bought it primarily because it was like what I thought was the cheapest way to get into welding at all. I didn't have any welding anything. And now I probably use it on at least every other project, whether that's loosening like really stubborn fasteners or bending metal, or I have propane torches and MAP gas torches, but sometimes they take so long to heat up or they never get hot enough to do what I need them to do, and this always comes in handy. And the little pinpoint flame and how hot that little pinpoint is compared to like the wide spread of propane or MAP gas torches. I mean, I could probably get a different tip, but I use this all the time. Get you an oxyacetylene setup, even if it's just one of the little ones from Tractor Supply or whatever. I think Harbor Freight might have them. So useful in so many ways. And when you need it, you really need it. This bad boy never fails. Let's go on to tool 5. Oh yeah, and if you weren't convinced how cool C-stands were, look what I did. I needed my C-stand to hold my camera stand to get back in this back corner, because I typically just jam this thing into 1/2-inch holes I have drilled all over my workbenches. But I didn't have a 1/2-inch hole right there. So I made one with the C-stand. Okay, the 5th and final tool on my list of tools that save my life when I'm working on stuff in the garage. This little pilot mixture screwdriver thingy. It's marked here so you can see exactly how many turns you're doing. And this little baby right here, this little right angle bad boy, just gets right up underneath the carburetors. It turns that little mixture screw, little tiny bit at a time, just as much as you need to get that bike tuned up right. The reason I love this is because what I used to have to do is stick my arm underneath the carburetors of a hot running engine with one of these little bits and do this as exactly as I could while this thing is stuck up into a hole I can't see. So first I'm trying to thread this little flathead into the slot on the screw, and once I can feel that that's threaded with the nerves in the end of my hand, not my eyeballs, then I have to count how many turns I'm going in or out, while at the same time burning my wrists and arm on the hot motor. So this thing, it was kind of expensive. I think it was like 90 bucks, but it was well worth the money because now I can tune those mixture screws exactly where I need them. This one I think is from Motion Pro. I tried to find some that were comparable in quality that were much lower price, like you'd expect to be able to find, like a Chinese knockoff or something like that, some Alibaba deal. I couldn't really find anything. I don't know, maybe they have like a patent on it that's pretty good or what, but worth it. And if I can get these tools on Amazon, I'll put links in the description, affiliate links, because I'm trying to get rich. Obviously, duh. Why else would I be out here at 11 o'clock on a Sunday night trying to edit this video by midnight, post it? Sorry, I'm not bitter about it. That sounds bitter. Thank you guys for sticking around to the end of my tool tips video. I've always wanted to make a tool tips video and I always click on the tool tips videos, so I thought now's the time. Thanks for sticking around. Today is day 15 of 30 days in the garage. We're halfway through. I think we got to 150 subscribers today, so we're at 15% of our goal of 1,000. If you want to help me out with that, you can hit the like button. You can subscribe if you haven't already. Leave some comments. Just interact. Let me know you're there. I really appreciate the comments I've been getting so far. It's been encouraging, and it's nice to know that this is the dialogue, not just me talking to this electronic device by myself in the garage in the middle of the night. So, thank you guys. Thank you for being there.